Another first for Washington State. A justice of Mexican-American heritage has joined the Supreme Court. But as Essex Porter tells us tonight, there's more to this newest justice than the law.
Before Stephen Gonzalez was appointed to the state Supreme Court,
that I will faithfully and impartially,
before the state's first Mexican-American justice took the oath of office,
discharge the duties of the office of justice of the Supreme Court to the best of my ability. Congratulations.
There was pottery.
This is when I was in high school. I was a ceramicist. It's actually what led to my interest later in Japan as I was studying raku pottery, which is a form of firing pots developed in Japan.
To help us get to know him, we asked Justice Gonzalez to show us some old pictures.
This one is when I was back in Japan on a Rotary scholarship, and I was at a Rotary event and they wanted me to wear a kimono for the event. So this is the wedding reception that my wife and I had. We actually eloped, but we had a party later with our family in California.
On his father's side, he's Mexican-American and Catholic. On his mother's side, he's Jewish and European. He speaks Japanese, Chinese, and Spanish.
My father's family came from Mexico during the Mexican Revolution. My mother's family came in through Ellis Island. And then the Yankee ancestors were the second ship after the Mayflowers.
So we wanted to know how his heritage influences his approach to the law.
It's not how I decide a case and think, well, I'm going to take a Mexican-American or a European-American or a Jewish or a Catholic approach to a case. We are who we are. And the importance, I think, of sitting is to recognize the biases we might have and make sure that they're not influencing how the case comes out.
Gonzalez brings rare trial court experience to the Supreme Court. He spent 10 years as a King County judge. Before that, he was a federal prosecutor, part of the team that convicted the Millennium Bomber, Ahmed Rassam. His friend and office mate at the courthouse was Judge Mary Yu.
It really is his intelligence that is so attractive. His ability to grasp 4 different languages in the way that he has, his ability to listen and be pensive and thoughtful is really what is defining for Justice Gonzalez rather than just his race.
They've worked together to make the courts more open and fair to people of color.
He's an amazing role model for young people. I think young people of color will look to him and dream about themselves being there.
Justice Gonzalez told us he wants his success to be a beacon for others.
That the promise that we're all equal in this country is a promise we can keep. That somebody who grew up with a last name that sounds foreign to some people, who grew up without a family that had been to college, through hard work, through principles, can get ahead, can achieve, and can serve, and can be a mentor to others to do the same thing. That's the whole point.
When we asked Justice Gonzalez what he thought his legacy might be here at the Supreme Court, he said he wants to use his position to promote the study of civics in schools, education about the rights and duties of citizenship.